What if one of the greatest tennis legends of all time just delivered a message that could change everything for a rising star? Rafael Nadal, the 22-time Grand Slam champion, has broken his silence, and what he said about Alex Eala has sent shockwaves through the tennis world. Fans are losing their minds. Social media is exploding. And the words that came out of Nadal's mouth? Nobody saw this coming. This isn't just praise. This is a legend passing the torch. Stay with me until the end, because what happened next will leave you speechless. It was a moment that no one expected. Rafael Nadal, a man who has conquered every mountain tennis has to offer, took to social media with a message that would ignite a firestorm across the tennis community. After Alex Eala's stunning run at the Miami Open, where she defeated not one, not two, but three Grand Slam champions in straight sets, Nadal couldn't stay silent. "We are extremely proud of you, Alex," Nadal wrote on X. "What an incredible tournament. Let's keep dreaming." 3 simple sentences. But for a 19-year-old wildcard who had just shocked the world by taking down Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, and Jelena Ostapenko, those words meant everything. Eala entered the Miami Open, ranked outside the top 100. She needed a wild card just to get into the main draw. And yet, there she was, standing toe-to-toe with the best players on the planet, knocking them down one by one. And there was Nadal, the king of clay himself, watching from afar, sending a message that would be replayed thousands of times across every platform imaginable. "Let's keep dreaming," he wrote. But here's the thing, this wasn't just a casual congratulations. This was Rafael Nadal telling the world that Alex Eala belongs, that she's not just a flash in the pan, that she's the real deal. And fans? They couldn't believe what they were seeing. To understand why Nadal's words carried so much weight, you have to go back to where it all began. Alex Eala was just 12 years old when she left her home and family in the Philippines to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain. She was a child with a dream, stepping into a world that most young players can only imagine. At 13, she was already training under the watchful eye of the greatest tennis player of his generation. She graduated from the academy in 2023, and in a twist of fate that feels almost scripted, it was Iga Swiatek, the very player Eala would later defeat, who handed her the graduation diploma alongside Nadal himself. Rafa always says to surround yourself with good people. Eala revealed at the 2026 Laureus Awards. And he said that in the speech he gave at my graduation, and he says that many times, "I think there could be no better advice." That advice has guided her every step of the way. Eala has spoken repeatedly about how Nadal remains grounded, despite everything he has achieved. "He is so grounded and he has achieved more than anything I could dream of," she once told GMA. And the fact that he is still so nice to everyone around here is very admirable from him. This isn't just a mentor-student relationship. This is something deeper. This is a legend who sees himself in the young player and wants nothing more than to see her succeed. Then came November 19, 2025. 1 year to the day after Nadal played the final match of his legendary career at the Davis Cup Finals in Malaga. He did something that no one expected. He picked up his racket again, and he stepped onto the court with Alex Eala. 1 year later, it felt great to be back on a tennis court, Nadal wrote on social media. "It was great to practice with you, Alex Eala. Next time I will be stronger," he added, ending with a wink emoji. Eala's response was immediate and perfect. "Back like you never left." For Eala, this was a dream come true. "It was so special for me," she said. Obviously, training with Rafa is something people and young kids can only dream about. So it was such a pleasure to share the court with him. But it wasn't just about the thrill of hitting with a legend. Nadal gave her something far more valuable. He gave her tips on her forehand, sharing the secrets that made him one of the greatest players in history. "He gave me some tips on my forehand and a few other small pieces of advice," Eala revealed. "This is the first time I've ever hit him in my life, and it's just a memory that will last forever." The video of their practice session went viral, amassing millions of engagements and reactions across social media platforms. Fans around the world watched in awe as the 22-time Grand Slam champion and his young protege traded shots, laughed, and shared a moment that transcended tennis. And when Nadal's sister Maribel saw it, she couldn't contain her pride. "What she's doing is incredible," Maribel said. She's an inspiration to many boys and girls in the Philippines. She's an amazing girl, very humble. We're so happy with everything she's achieving. The tennis world had been watching Eala for years, but 2025 was the year she announced herself on the biggest stage. At the Miami Open, she did what no Filipino player had ever done before. She became the first Filipina to reach the semifinals of a WTA 1000 tournament, the first to defeat a top 10 player, the first to defeat a former Grand Slam champion, and she didn't just beat one, she beat three in a single tournament. She took down Jelena Ostapenko, the 2017 French Open champion. She defeated Madison Keys, the 2023 US Open champion. And then she dismantled Iga Swiatek, the five-time Grand Slam champion and world number 2, in straight sets. This wasn't luck. This was a statement. By the end of 2025, Eala had climbed 90 places in the WTA rankings. She had reached her first WTA final at Eastbourne. She had won her first WTA 125 title in Guadalajara. And she had been nominated for WTA Newcomer of the Year. But she wasn't done. In 2026, Eala reached a career-high ranking of world number 28. She became the first player from the Philippines to reach the fourth round of a Grand Slam in the Open era, and she did it by once again defeating Iga Swiatek, this time at Wimbledon, on center court, in front of the world. "This goes out to them, my family, and all the girls with ruffled socks and chubby cheeks," Eala said after that historic victory. "It means the world." From a 12-year-old girl leaving home to chase a dream, to a 21-year-old standing on center court at Wimbledon, defeating the defending champion. This is a story that Hollywood couldn't write. So what did Rafael Nadal really say to Alex Eala? It wasn't just congratulations or good job. It was something far more powerful. It was a legend telling the world, this girl is special, she belongs here, and her journey is just beginning. Nadal's words weren't empty praise. They were a recognition of everything Eala has sacrificed. The years away from home, the early mornings and late nights on the practice court, the countless hours of training, the moments of doubt, the pressure of carrying the hopes of an entire nation on her shoulders. In a poetic twist, the same woman who handed Eala her graduation diploma, Iga Swiatek, became her biggest victim twice over. Eala, who grew up watching Nadal and dreaming of being like him, is now forging her own legacy. And she's doing it with the same quiet humility, the same relentless work ethic, and the same refusal to accept limits that defined Nadal's own career. "I try to be as authentic as I can. I believe in being genuine," Eala said. "Although I'm very grateful and very welcoming of all the support that I get, me, my team, and my family are the ones who have been putting in the hours. We're the ones who are here at the courts 12 hours in a row. We're the ones who wake up early, who come back home late. I think that work ethic is really what keeps me grounded, and that's exactly why Nadal's words meant so much, because he knows what it takes. He's lived it. And when he looks at Alex Eala, he sees a reflection of himself. The torch isn't being passed, it's being shared. And the future of tennis? It's in very good hands. If you enjoyed this latest tennis update and want to stay on top of the biggest stories in the world of sports, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Court Nexus right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. See you in the next video.